Hey everybody, I'm Jen Yoko, and welcome to Let's Draw. Yeah, welcome to Dude Let's Draw, my new and improved setup here, and we're having a great time. I got a new hairdo, I got a new outfit, and it's here to stay. Aside from that, I just really want to draw with you guys today. I saw Kpop Demon Hunters, and girl, that movie was fire. I loved it. And it's really, really popular. I did the sing-along. I got some fan art merch. It's just been crazy. So I thought to myself, hey, why don't I show people how to look at the images from Kpop Demon Hunter, analyze them, break them down into shapes, and then color it. Really just break them down into shapes, draw it, then color it. But yeah, let's just do that. And today I'll be using my iPad, and I'll be using the program Procreate. If you don't have an iPad, use a drawing tablet. Maybe you want to use Ibis Paint, or even your cell phone. Ibis Paint's on the cell phone, Procreate's on the cell phone, or any drawing utensil or program that you have. Like, paper and pencil will do just fine. So, come along, and let's just draw. Dude, let's draw. Hey guys, before we start, I just want to let you guys know that we will be tracing an image for practice. People who are trying to emulate an art style or figuring out how to draw the character usually do this so they can do it on their own. And just so you know, this is an easy tutorial for you to get started. All right, let's go. All right, so we got the iPad here. I'm going to walk you guys through step by step, and we are going to start by importing the image. Now, I already drew a Rumi for funsies, and I'm going to show you how I did it. So what we're going to do is we're going to click the plus in the right hand corner, and we're just going to click square. Okay, cool. Now, what's next is we're going to just check things over, okay? I'm going to select the Procreate sketch pencil because a lot of times I want the paper and pencil feel when I do my sketches or block out art. So I usually go with this one. You can use any pencil here, but for this tutorial, I suggest you just follow along one to one. Okay. La 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 lee. All right, we got our layers here. And what we're going to do is, right off the bat, we're going to select this wrench, insert a photo of Rumi, and basically bada bing, bada boom, blah, she's here. Now, I just Googled Rumi. This picture pops up right away, so you will have no problem finding her. If you are not used to drawing in any way, shape, or form, take the easiest route. This is just for your practice and for fun. So what we're going to do, I made Rumi big. We're going to go back to our layers, take 2 fingers, and we're going to press it and lower the opacity. Take your finger and go all the way to the left. So she's lighter. Now, it's a little bright for me, so I'm going to go back to layers. I'm going to click background layer. I'm going to press with my finger, and then I'm going to make the background just a little bit darker so I could see her details a little better. Again, you could do the same things on any other program. If you're using paper and pencil, though, you could get tracing paper and print the picture out, or even use your iPad like to trace over it too. I found that works. All right. Anyway, so we have Rumi here. We're going to make another layer with a plus. And then we're going to start our sketch. Okay? I like to use a bright color. So we're going to use a red so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to pinch in, and we're literally just going to focus on her face here. So to start, we're going to make a circle, And what we're going to do is we're going to analyze the top part of her head and the bottom part of her head, and then we'll get to the neck. We're going to do the hair very last. All right. If you want to undo, you could undo with this corner button here, or you could take 2 fingers and go undo, 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 undo. All right. So I'm going to make a line down, just breaking her in half. It does not have to be perfect because, like, God, if I had to tell you how many times I would like, oh my God, this line isn't perfect. Because in Procreate, you can make a line, make it straight here. That'll work too, but I got to do it my way, okay? You got to do it your way. I got to do it my way. Why is it peeking? All right. Anyway, I'm going to make a circle here. What I'm going to do is make a circle, not for the whole head, okay? I'm going to make a circle for the top part of her head, up to her eyes, okay? So I'm going to cut off this part here. Hopefully I'm not making too much noise. I'm sorry. I have a little bit of I'm getting over a cold. Okay, next. I'm going to get her cheekbones here on the side. Cool. And she's got soft round edges. Soft round cheeks. So I'm gonna curve it here, curve it there. Cool. And then I'm gonna curve her chin, right? And just so you guys know, I'm gonna adjust while I go along. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I see you undoing this right now. Look at me. Look. No. Relax. Relax. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. I'm gonna repeat myself. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. We are practicing. You have this. Okay? Look at my eyes. Look at them! It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. This is a sketch, not the final pose. Relax! Okay. Just want to let you know. I'm shaking. I'm salivating. Like a foaming dog. Okay. Now, we're going to zoom in just a little bit more. And we're going to get her features. Okay. So we're going to get her ears. Her ears match on either side here. So her ears are like polygons. Right? I'm gonna erase that. Oh, are you not erasing right now? Are you being rude to me? Oh, because it's opacity. It was being rude to me. Yeah, I just erase that. Sometimes I put guides and then I have to erase. All right. I know. Oh, let me put the neck. And this is all we're working with right now. This is it. Look at that. You did it. Stop. You're doing it. All right. Next one. All right. Let's get her shoulders in there because it's going to bother me. It's going to distract me if I don't have her shoulders. And she's like tilted at an angle. She is literally in this outfit like a big old square. Okay. All right, this is, and then I'm gonna round off her neck so I know where it is. Now we're gonna focus on the rest of her face. All right, so we're gonna go for her eyes, her really pretty eyes. They're like little almonds. So look at the shape of her eyes. If I had to turn this off, for just a second, they are polygonal. They look like a trapezoid. So I'm gonna put this back on. And I'm going to get Rumi's eyes in there. So make that angle. Go over here. Make another angle. I'm pressing hard, by the way, just so you could see this. And make it a little round at the bottom to meet. This, because again, so I realize that her head is tilted slightly. And that's okay. I'm going to do the same thing. and round it at the bottom. And then I'm going to get the little eye in there. Oops. And by the way, I'm editing and undoing by pressing 2 fingers. You can also, on the left-hand corner here, use this undo button. All right, next, we're going to get her eyebrows. They're also like rectangles with like a little tip. Rectangles with a tip. Cool, 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 cool. Let's get her nose. So I like to put a V. Let's try to get her nose accurately because let's get a little V here. My line was not perfect, but I don't care. I could always do this, make it close to the middle, tip here, tip here. Cool. And she's smiling. My girl's smiling. Make a little line. And then we'll get the top of the lip lightly. Remember to use different pressure. I should have said that at the beginning. There we go. Boop. Little smirk. And now we're gonna get her hairline because her hair is one big old blah 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 ponytail. So I will take the loop here and then try to follow. So let's just check to see what we have right now. All right, she's coming along. She's coming along. Now, do not make corrections yet. We're sketching. We're feeling it out. All right, now we got the inside of her ear. And cool. Now we can get her hair. Her hair looks like hearts all over the place. So with her hair, we could get a heart here, a little heart here. They're like half hearts or a peach. And remember to distort the shapes. You don't have to go too crazy on the shapes, guys. Relax. All right. I'm going to move here. And when you analyze pictures like these, this is part of your practice. You just get better and better. And you won't even need the picture to work off of eventually. But you should always have a reference. References are good. References help you build visualization memory. All right. So now we got the inside of the hair. She's got a little movement here, a little move here, a little here and here, and then a whoop. There we go. Now I left it so that way we could get the information of her jacket, or the image of her jacket. So let's see what we look like again. All right, she coming along. Look at this. Right there. She looking crazy. So now that we have like a base factor model, let's do the rest of her body. Okay. So now let's get her jacket. So if I was having trouble figuring out what the shape of this is, you gotta like look, you really have to see what shape. So I see a big circle here around her neck because it technically is, but it's distorted. So zooming in, I'm gonna take the line from here, jacket, and go all the way around, and then go all the way around until I reach here. That's the inside. Let's get the outside. Zoop. From right there. And then go in. And then go in. Cool. So now we have her arm. I just cut it off, but her jacket, her arm really comes out. And her jacket curves. I think you guys could do this part because like this is just like the easy part. A lot more squares. Honestly, the hardest part is really the neck of the jacket because it's folding in, you know. I would make this a little softer. Erase that. Erase it. Erase this. A little softer. A little softer. And she has that like little bullet thing on the side. Right? Cool. I'm gonna erase this too because I realize that we need to see the pattern. So I'm just gonna make the outline of the pattern and then the rest of the jacket here. Outline of the pattern. So we have the basic of basic shapes. Rumi! So let's look at it again. Cool beans. All right, you guys got it. Let's get her chest and whatnot in there. There's like what's on her chest? We got shadows here. We'll save this part. We'll save this part and this part and this part for the coloring part. So no worries there. We're also gonna, let's see, let's fill in this and this, and then let's just make this one big shape for now. Because again, we're just outlining, y'all. We're just outlining it. Because guess what? We're going to clean it up in just a second. So, okay, cool. Now we have a Rumi. Let me just perk up the face just a little bit. Now's your time to just clean up a little bit before we actually outline it, okay? All right. Now, the next part. I'm going to turn her off. So we're going to, this is the sketch layer. And now we're going to clean it up. Cleaning it up. Cleaning it up. Lower it. Now, I'm going to use black. Make sure you're on the right layer, because sometimes I'll draw on the sketch layer and I'm like, no! That's not what I wanted! And for me, I'm going to use, let's just see, what would be a good pen? Would I use a technical pen? Or do I want to use, because I want to ink it, make it look real nice like. I like to use, personally, I download a lot of brushes. I use almost monoline outliner 90% of the time. Also, I want to add, if you don't like the brush that you're using, change it. You could use any other brush. So if I had to do this one, I'm going to have to like really lock in. So I'm going to mute myself again and lock in. All right, everyone. How we looking? All right. She's looking fire. All right. She's looking good. She's looking good so far. You guys are doing a great job. All right. So let's turn off the guide. Let's bring back the reference. Oh, she almost matching. All right. Now, what we're going to do is try and color it. By the way, you don't have to color it. You're probably done by now. This is a lot of work. So, what we're going to do, if you want to color, continue on. If you don't, it's all good. We're going to duplicate our behind reference. Unopacity it. Make small. Ah! I said make small. Put her in the corner. And then we're just going to do basic colors. Basic colors. I would put her on the top. You could delete these if you want, the sketches. But that's up to you. I just realized I gotta close the inside of her eye so that way I can finish her colors. L'Oreal. Not sponsored. Here we go. And then use this time to go over, fix things that you don't like, and, make it cute, okay? Now for coloring, here's the way I do it. We're gonna make another layer under clean with a plus, right? We're gonna rename this and name it color. Okay. We're gonna click clean one more time. And we're gonna make it a reference. Hey, cat! Don't eat that. Sorry, my cat. I'll cut that out. Alright. So now we have our reference layer. We're going to click color. And then we're going to use the little color picker here on the left-hand side. You can see it's blue right here. When I press it, you get a little circle, right? And we're going to get her skin tones. She's got highlights, but we'll worry about that last. So we're just going to do basic, cartoony coloring. So let's add it. So I'm going to get Rumi's forehead because the light is shining in this direction. And I'm going to drag and drop. She's very pink. She's very pink. If you don't like the gray that I'm using, this is just easier on my eyes and possibly your eyes at home. So you could draw a little longer. That's why I have the gray. Plus, I could tell, let's just say if you color on your own, you could tell if there's any spots missing, like uncolored spots. All right, let's go get her hair. I'm gonna zoom in on this. What's the best color? If you go over the color picker, she's got so many different variations of purple. But we're gonna stick with this in this realm, and I'm gonna select around here. Or maybe here. Yeah, as a base. And make her whole head like this, child. We're still in color. And feel free to listen to the Golden album from Kpop Demon Hunters while you do this, because I love it. Yes. And of course, it's a helicopter flying over, and I don't like that. Cool. We got that. Her eyebrows are reddish brown, but if you really want to match the purple, I would just go back into her hair and like maybe make her eyebrows a little darker. Right now, she's looking like a coloring book character. I like that. Let's get the white for her eyes. And let's zoom in. What color are her eyes? They're brown. They look a little reddish, but they're brown. Zooming out. So brown. There we go. Now, uh-oh. Her eyes are kind of blending in. What do we do? So pay attention to this part. Go to the layer. Go up. Let's see. You could do it in multiple ways, but I'm going to turn off reference for just a minute. Get a little white because I want to see where's the light shining in here. Left and left. When there's a light shining, I like to add it so that way her eyes pop. Oops. Yeah, let's just color that in there. Right here. Beautiful. All right. Cool. Look, she popping out, y'all. All right, let's get the reference back on. Please don't forget that. I hope I didn't hit the mic again. And then we're gonna go for her lips. Get that lipstick on there. Go back to that. We gotta keep pressing that layer thing. She got pink. Look at that. Ah, it's funny. Makes her lips big. All right, let's get that pink. It's really, is it really a purple? I'm gonna go for over here. Right? And then let's just outline it as if we're actually putting lipstick on her. I'm gonna do the top part first. No! What? Can I do it now? No! Okay, well, it won't let me do it, so I'm just gonna color it in. Just gonna color it in like I'm supposed to. Now, just so you guys know, the bottom of her lip and the top of her lip might have different colors. Yeah, see, like, because of the lighting changes a lot. How did I have it? That's good enough. I feel like her shapes are that of, like, if anybody has watched the 1990s Batman, the animated series that ran until the 2000s, I feel like the shapes are like that. It's giving Batman shapes. All right, cool. Neat. Nice. All right, let's get her jacket. I'm gonna stick with the light again. Get her jacket. I like this yellow. Zoop. Uh-oh. See what I did? Oh, another thing is when you're outlining, make sure you close some lines. So I'm gonna go back here and close it. Oh, girl. What are you doing? What are you doing? Zoom in, go down. There we go. Now, where did the pattern end? Oh no, I didn't finish the pattern. Well, I could either go back to my reference and just fix it, or I could have eyeballed it, whatever. We're doing it. We're doing it live. Let's get a little lower. There. Cool. Hopefully that works. Hopefully that holds. Oh yeah, I gotta go all the way back to the bottom here. Ugh. We don't want that messed up again. Alright, turn that off. There. And as we continue, I'm hungry. Okay, another thing is, as we continue to color, if you use black, that's fine, but I have a tendency to use like a dark gray, because when you print, it comes shows up black. I just don't want the lines that we've made to be ruined or blended in, you know? Okay. I'm not gonna add the Rumi stuff. I'm still just gonna do basic things. Ooh, yeah, and then there. Making it purple. All right, now I'm gonna add. Now because of the lighting, the white changes. You can either make it super white, go with however you feel, but it's like a light purple. Rumi is nothing but purple. I deliberately colored my hair like a little purple in this instance because I wanted to honor Rumi. Making it basic. There. Okay. And now I'm gonna just take a red from here, and then we'll deal with that last. Ooh, let me add I'm gonna add red over here, because if you're blocking it out and you really want to learn how to draw, don't worry about the details. Just get her on the paper. Let's just add the red. Let's just add this red here. Okay, and then we'll add a rectangle. And then you can add your Rumi to it if you want. All right, cool. We got this. Now, again, this is as basic can be, and I'm sure you're tired by now. So, oh no, I put it on the clean layer. No! Oh, man. See, this is what happens. And that's okay, because we could easily edit undo that. How far did I need to go? That set me back. Oh no. Okay, cool. See, it's so important to look. It's okay. All right, let's do it quickly. Okay. Now we're gonna put the highlights and shadows in. And what I like to do is, let's just say rename it. Shadow. My cat is tearing it up. Bring this down here because we want it over the color. And her shadows look a little purpley. She's just all about the purple. So what I'm going to do is get a dark purple, because I see sometimes people use purple in their shadows and highlights, and I really like that effect. All right, now let's focus. So I could see if, again, this is for practice, if I had to go over a shadow in this area, her shadows kind of extend into this area here, and her hair is all mixed. Shadows here, a little bit into there, definitely over here, and under the ponytail, just so you guys see a little clearer, and into her ear, and then we have the highlights just above it. The light, like I said, is bouncing off here. So let's do it. I'm gonna try, we're making this like pretty cartoony vectorized. Oops, wrong layer. Here goes the shadow. There we go. Shadow. I'm gonna turn reference off so it's not messing with me. There we go. Come on, baby. Oh no, where did she go? All right, I'm gonna delete that then. I'll make another one. I'll rename it in a minute. So there we go. I'm gonna fill it in, and I'm gonna speed this process up so that way you guys can see. I'll just give you an example before I do this. So watch. Her purple, right, it's like, oh no, it looks ugly. It's covering her face. And for context, just so you know, I put the clean lines above everything so you could see the shadows and the color. So now I'm going to take 2 fingers again, tap it, go down, and bam, look, she's already popping out. Isn't that pretty cool? And it doesn't look like it's purple. It looks like it's gray. So the purple's a good contrast. All right, let's bring it back. I'm gonna fill out the whole thing with purple, and I'll get back to you. All right. Now, we got the shadows. Let's lower the opacity. Bam! Look at that. Look at it. Actually, let's bring it back. I want to do the little eyebrows. Little eyebrows right here. That would be... make it look like she's got mascara. All right, now let's do it. Yes. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to do the highlights. I'm going to put... wait. I'm going to name it Shad. Oh, that's my cat again. Hi, sweetums. And my dog. They're like, stop. Pay attention to Mar. Okay, so now I'm going to add... yes, dear. Oh, my gosh. It's funny because she's like, if I wish I had the cam on so you guys could see. Okay, so now I'm gonna put the highlight here. I'm not using a full white. I'm sticking in purple land and doing like a light purple, right? And then going the distance and following where the highlights reside on her person. And definitely like right here. Let's see. Oh, that's not so purple. I think I'm going to use the purple. Oh, yeah, right here. Right up to here. Right up to here. And I didn't put her earrings in, and that's okay. I did that on purpose. Don't stay here, cat. And then let's look. Oh, look at that. We could use this for the highlight of her jacket. Okay. Right over here. And there we go. All right, you have a basic Rumi for you. You guys did it. You put in the time. And I mean, yes, you went over the drawing, you traced it, but this is called practice. In martial arts, you follow the teacher by pretty much copying his or her moves. And usually when I'm learning how to draw a new character or learn a new style, I will trace to study, break down the shapes like how we were doing, go over the color and highlights, and then work it out on my own. And there you have it, a very basic Rumi. When you guys are done, tag me on Instagram. Show me the artwork you've done. You add to it. Be free. Just because you see Rumi here looking basic like this doesn't mean that you can't add any other bells and whistles. Like, for instance, when I was practicing this Rumi, I just wanted to leave it as a sketch. And I wanted to see how the others painted, how the painting is like. What brushes should I use? I didn't use the exact same brushes for this Rumi versus the other one, and neither should you. So I hope this tutorial was helpful to you, and guys, enjoy yourself. Tag me on Instagram at dude_let's_draw and show me what Rumis you've made. Heck, show me what other Kpop Demon Hunter stuff that you've drawn. And I will be making regular tutorials, so check it in the description below. I might have left some goodies there. And I'll see you guys in the next video.